Whew. Okay. And we have no modifiers. Okay, we have a weak hit. Okay. So on a weak hit, let's take a look, see what we got. We're going to succeed, but we're going to face a troublesome cost. Delayed, lose advantage, lose momentum. We're tired, we're hurt, endure stress. I think we're going to endure some stress. So as we're starting to take our way away, our foot slips. We tumble a little bit. We scramble back up again. The Varou comes so close, and it probably scratches the top of the wall. The rocks start to crumble down. Maybe our life doesn't flash before our eyes, but it's on top of us, and as it thinks it's going to grab us, it tumbles its own self. It's not used to being. It's a large creature in very tight quarters, and so it's not used to being. Not used to running down small quarry in tight quarters like this, and we managed to take advantage of this to start getting away and make a little bit of distance, but it freaks us out. So we're gonna endure stress. So we take a stress hit. So our spirit drops to 4, and then we have to make a move to endure stress. So we're gonna roll spirit or heart, whichever is higher, and our spirit is definitely higher. So let's see what we get. So we're gonna roll our spirit, no modifiers. Oh, and it's a miss. Man, oh man. Okay, we do have we could negate this. See, we have our momentum. This is where momentum comes into play. We have 5 momentum right now. We could cancel this 5 challenge die and make this into a weak hit. But let's take a look to see what a miss even gets us on under stress. So on a weak hit, I press on, but on a miss, we suffer momentum. No, we're just gonna take the momentum hit. That's fine. That's okay. Well, okay. So we're hanging on, but all this plan that we had built up, it's starting to kind of fall apart on us here. This is getting problematic. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we know just ahead there's the cave spider. So I think what we're gonna try to do here is we're just gonna try to barrel through where it is. But what we're gonna do is as we're rushing ahead, do we have our torch anymore? No, I don't think we have. I think we've dropped a torch back behind, so it's gone now. So we're running in the dark. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use our sight, because we are sighted, and what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna try to sense this cave spider that's ahead of us. We're almost using it like a beacon to find our way through the dark. Yeah. You're not gonna find the way though. Yes, he is. Just look closely. Look closer. Can you see it? It's right ahead. It's right ahead. Okay, I think we can do it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's go with, where is it? Gather information. So we're going to try to, is it gather information or secure an advantage? We're going to say this is gather information because we're trying to use our sight to be able to find where it is. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So we get to use +1 since we're trying to, and this comes back to our character. If we look at our assets, we have sighted. Oh, we haven't even used Reese either. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Yeah, maybe Reese is off doing something else right now. But when we face danger, we gather information. Perfect. To identify or detect mystic forces. Perfect. We're going to take hit. We're going to add +1, and then we're going to take momentum on hit. That'll be handy. Okay. So let's come back over to our character, and we're going to roll our wits with 1 modifier. We're seeing if we can make out where this cave spider is up ahead of us to draw us in. Okay. We got a strong hit. That's great. So what this does for us, this is definitely going to let us go right in. So number 1, since we have sighted, we got a hit. So this gives us a momentum already. And then because we did gather information on a strong hit, so our path is clear. This is perfect. So not only are we going to be able to find where it is, but as we get close enough, we can see the cave spider just ahead of us. And we can see that there's, it has started to make like a web. It's been caught in this trap, but it's starting to make a web. But we can see that there's a spot where we could shoot through if we were fast and strong enough and bold enough. And I'm pretty sure we can do it. We also get to take +2 momentum. I think this is going to come in. It's going to come in handy in a second here. So we're up to 7 momentum. Okay, good. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to try to shoot through this thing with speed. So this is going to be edge. And what we're going to do is we're going to face danger. So we're going to be jumping through the hole in the in the giant cave spider's web to be able to get past it. And then the Varou that's still lumbering just behind us, we're hoping that it will slam into the web or be caught by the spider. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna face danger with speed and agility. So we're gonna roll our edge. Let's give it a go. Here we go. And we have no modifiers, but we do have 7 momentum. It's a weak hit. Damn. Okay. We can't cancel the 9. That's okay though. Let's take a look to see what we get. Well, we're definitely going to do it, but what's the price going to be? Let's see. We can sacrifice some resources. I think we're just going to lose some momentum. So delayed, lose an advantage, or face a new danger. I think we're going to face a new danger here. So what's going to happen is that we're going to lose momentum, but we still succeed, which is good. So our momentum goes down to a 6. We do succeed. So we shoot the gap. Lago jumps through the hole that's in the web of the spider. And unfortunately unfortunately for it, but fortunately for us, the Varou that's chasing behind us just slams straight into the cave spider, right into its trap. And it starts getting attacked. So now they're now fighting the Varou and the cave spider together. We tumble through. We have this bright smile on our face. This is exactly what we wanted. Our plan is going perfectly, except we can hear something just behind us. There's another cave spider. That definitely heard all the commotion, and it is absolutely not in the trap. That's a problem. This is a small problem. Okay, so I think what we can do here is if we can. What we could try to do... Oh. Hold on. Reese. Reese, where are you? Are you in here with me still? Reese? Yeah. Hey, no, I'm here. I was just back over doing something. What do you mean you were just doing something? Okay, look. Anyways, I need your help. Reese, what you have to do is you have to delay the spider. I'm sorry. What now? So Reese is with us. Reese comes around a corner. We really haven't been paying much attention to him because, well, Reese isn't real. Reese is still in our mind. But the other part of it is that we've been a little bit busy with these cave spiders that have been coming down on us. And so what I think we're going to do is we're going to try to have Reese wave down the spider that's in front of us. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to double back around one of the other tunnels. So we got lost in a previous tunnel. We're going to go back down that tunnel and see if that can take us back towards where the other 2 Varou that we saw were. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to secure an advantage using our bud here. Okay. Let's do it. We're going to do it. Okay. So we are going to use iron in this case because we're using our courage to face down this spider and rush past it using our friend Reese, our bonded, that's in our mind. And for those of you who are a little bit confused at this point, the cave spiders are actually a figment of Lago's imagination. They're just an unseen terror that's in here. But they're real enough to Lago. So Reese probably turns from Lago, maybe exasperated, and starts to wave the cave spider down. And even still behind us, we can hear the other cave spider that's been caught in our ritual trap, still fighting, grappling with the Varou. But let's go ahead and see if we can make our way past this thing. So we're going to face danger, and we're going to use iron to just push our way past the spider and see if we can avoid getting attacked by the second cave spider that's now come upon us. Okay. Ugh. Okay, so we're gonna fail miserably, and we're going to take a complication. Okay, I think this is pretty obvious at this point. So we try to rush past the spider, the second cave spider, and it's just not, the cave spider's not having it at all. It totally ignores Reese and just jumps right on top of us, probably throws us against the wall, and has pinned us. And immediately its claws, because it's a spider, and now these cave spiders have sharp, pointy teeth, and the ends of their little legs are like pointed sharp. And I'm gonna say one probably just juts into our leg, and it's pinned us there. That's a problem. So we're gonna take some damage here. I think that makes sense. So let's take a hit to our health, and we need to endure an injury. Okay, we're gonna endure harm. Let's see how we do. So we get a roll either health or iron, whichever's higher, and in our case, our health is definitely higher. Okay, a weak hit. That's not bad. And on a weak hit, we press on. So we're okay. We're just, we're okay. It hurt. We grit our teeth, but we have more pressing issues in front of us, namely this massive cave spider that's now just parked right on top of us. Okay, so here we are, and we have our spear, which is going to be problematic to use, and we have this spider. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here is we're going to try to push the cave spider back and see if Reese can just bum rush this thing. Just go right at him and just nail him from the side and knock this spider off of us, knock this cave spider off of us. Okay, so we're gonna tag team this thing. What we're gonna do is I'm just gonna use my brute strength, what I have, to use my spear more as a staff at this point to just push this thing away. Okay, and still the fight that's going on between the first cave spider, and the Varou just continues, and it sounds brutal. Somebody's being wounded heavily, and it's not looking good for somebody, but we don't know who it is yet. We have other pressing matters. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll our iron to just push this thing off. Come on, there. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, strong hit. This was starting to get dicey. Okay, so we have face danger. Okay, so what we're doing is we're pushing this thing off on a strong hit. We're successful, and we got to take +1 momentum. We're going to need, I think, all this momentum. If we could just roll something that's a little bit lower that we can actually use the momentum for. Okay, so we push the cave spider back using our spear, and Reese just charges in from the side and hits this cave spider and knocks him off balance, not out of the way. But this is the problem, because it's just pushed this creature down the tunnel that we were going to use, but it's off balance a little bit. I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn back, and we're going to see who is clearly winning the fight between the first cave spider and the Varou. And I think at this point it's a toss-up. I think it's a toss-up. Yeah. So we're going to come over to here and take a look at our likelies. Here we are. Okay, so we're going to ask the Oracle. It's a 50-50. So I say it's going to be a toss-up that the cave spider is going to win this fight against the Varou. So we have a 51 here. So if it's a 51 or greater on a D100, then the cave spider is clearly winning. If not, then the Varou is. 100. Okay. Come on, cave spider. There we go. Awesome. So the cave spider is clearly winning. We turn back and Lago can see that the fangs have sunk deep into the Varou. It's pumping its poison, its venom into the Varou. Its face is turning black. The Varou's limbs are starting to seize up, and this gives us an opportunity. It's still focused because it's food, so as far as the cave spider is concerned. And I think what we can do is Lago's going to try to push past and just rush right back through the exact same gap in the spider's web, and we're gonna try to rush back through again. So we are going to, let's take a look here. We're gonna absolutely face danger. We're totally gonna face danger. We're gonna use speed and agility again because we're gonna try to shoot the gap. Okay, let's do it. So we're gonna roll plus edge. Right? Yeah, plus edge, and we have no bonuses. No bonuses. Okay, is it high enough that we can... Oh, man. Okay, so we just straight up miss. Let's see. I think we're going to get caught in the web a little bit here. Man, this is just going from bad to worse, isn't it? Okay. Let's see here. This is just not going great. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to take a look to see what a weak hit does here. So, a miss. Fail, progress is undermined, pay the price. I think we're going to roll on the pay the price, and we're going to see just how bad this gets. So let's come on down. There's an obvious one, but I want to see if something else happens. Okay, let's roll 100. What do we get? Oh, no. D100. 56. Okay. What do we got? Okay. It causes a delay or puts you at an advantage. Okay, so I think what happens here is that we do Lago jumps through the hole in, and actually there's been like now it's like a tattered hole, because with the cave spider fighting with the Varou, it's now the web is in tatters. But we managed to jump through, but because of the tatters, it's tangled our legs. So we're starting to drag ourselves away, but we're gonna have to make we're gonna have to cut through all this stuff. And I think what we have to do is we have one kind of short weapon that we have. It'd be like a long dagger. And we have to cut it away. And I suppose we could stay here and wait a little bit, but I don't have the time and I don't care to stay around. So we just start cutting. We start cutting away. We start cutting away at the bindings, the web. And actually Reese is there now with us too. He managed to make his way through the spider web. We took most of the hit, and he's helping us to cut it away. But it's now like tangled in the dagger, and I just drop it on the ground. So we've lost our dagger at this point. And we get up and we start heading back down the passageway again. We can hear up ahead of us the other two Varou are still definitely here, but they've gotten lost down some tunnels. Only the one that was right with us managed to stay on our heels. So but we've managed to take out one of the Varou. So I would consider this. I'm considering it pretty good progress. So when we reach a milestone, we've managed to defeat one of these Varou creatures. And we're going to, I would really like to be able to stop and take a look to see if it has anything on it, but no, not right now, maybe later. Okay. So we've reached a milestone and we get to mark some progress on our dangerous quest. Let's do that. Okay. So we get to mark 2 progress. Okay. But we still have 2 more Varou that are down here, and oh boy, we've used our trap. I wonder if we can use the pits. So we know that there's pitfalls that go down further deeper into tunnels. These are just like mining tunnels on tunnels, and some are collapsed passageways. Earlier we had to use some rope to be able to make our way through. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to try to set another trap. So we're going to find in one of these passageways up ahead the nearest drop. And we're going to start making some noise to be able to draw one of the nearest Varou to us. And we're going to see if we can't drop them down the hole somehow. Okay. Whew. Let's see here. Where would we... And I think at this point, Reese is like, hey, man, this is... Are you sure about this? This is... We can just... Are you sure you don't want to just leave? No, we made a promise. We made a promise to Tillin. What is his name? My bud? Talus. We made a promise to Talus. Don't you remember? Yeah, but if we die, then the promise is for nothing. And these Varou are no joke. You're lucky that you managed to kill one of them. But there's only 2 left. We can do this. 2 left. You can. Yes, you can. Just keep going. Just keep going. Yes, you can. It's only right around the corner. You'll be able to find them. They'll drop them down. They won't suspect anything. Yeah, they won't. They're going to grab you, and that's the end of it. You can do it. Lago. No, I'm good. We're gonna do this. We're gonna lead them. We're gonna lead them to the pitfall, and we're gonna drop them down. We can do this together, you and I. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to try and find a pitfall. So I think finding a pitfall is not the problem. I think the problem is setting it up in such a way that they won't notice that it's a pitfall. Oh, let's take a look at our markings again. So if we come down to our assets for our ward as a trap, I wonder if we could set one up and then have it look like it's something else. I don't think the ward would really do that, but we can still set it up as a trap to make it so that once they're nearby, it draws them down into it. I like that. Let's do that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we find one of these. We're gonna set the ward, and then we're gonna make a roll for danger because we're gonna be making a lot of noise. We're gonna do it on purpose anyway to draw the Varou towards us. But I think the second roll for danger is gonna see, can we do it before the Varou get to us? We're gonna do it regardless, but can we do it before the Varou find us? One of the other Varou find us. Okay, so first let's go ahead and let's make our word roll. So again, we take out our geode cap, we grind off the end, and for this what we're doing is because we want to make noise and we need to be able to reach across this pitfall safely. Instead of putting it on with our hands like we did before, rubbing around the circle with iron, the shavings of iron, we're going to use our spear butt instead. So we're going to scrape it along the rock of the wall. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll our wits and see how we do. It's a weak hit. Okay, that's not bad. We don't have enough momentum. If we had an 8, I'd drop this to be able to get a strong hit, but that's okay. So let's see what we get on a weak hit. So I can choose one of these. So we got to take momentum. Nah. We get inflict more harm. We're not trying to fight this thing. So I think it's going to be here. The ward is likely to trap our foe. Our foe being the Varou when it comes in. Okay. And now we have to make our roll against danger. So we're going to come up to face danger. Okay. So we're facing danger. And we have to see if we can do this before the Varou can find us. So we're going to be using edge because we're trying to do this quickly before the Varou finds all this noise we're making. So we're going to roll edge. Okay, here we go. And no modifier. A strong, perfect. Okay. So we're absolutely going to be able to do this before it gets us, and we're going to have the advantage, which is awesome. Okay. So let's come back over. Face danger. On a strong hit, you're successful, and we're going to take +1 momentum. This is going to roll us right into this next part. That's perfect. Okay, so what happens is that we draw this, we draw our circle of iron around the pitfall. And the pitfall is just large enough to be able to take the Varou if we can lead it in here. And the trap that we've set with our ward is to be able not only to ensnare, but to draw down into the pitfall. Okay, so what happens is that we see this Varou come around the corner. This one's not on all its fours, and it has its weapon out. And it's coming towards us. Now we need to see if the trap manages to ensnare the Varou. I know the Varou is not going to go down easily, but we need to see if the trap is going to draw him in. So now we have our likely roll. So if we come down to ask the Oracle, it's likely that the trap is going to ensnare him. So on a 26 or higher, then we're good. So let's find out. So on a 26 or higher, it will grab him. Of course. Okay. So here we are. We're standing next to the to the pitfall, and We're standing next to the pitfall. We see the Varou coming, and Lago is certain that this is going to work. It rarely, if ever, fails. And in a situation like this, what are the chances that it would fail? And of course, now is totally when it fails. So the Varou comes over and it steps across the threshold of our ward, and it does nothing. I think what Lago does is Lago starts to take a step back, but I don't think we have. I think we have one chance to be able to stop this Varou. We could try to push him back into it, but I think if we do that, we're committing to the fight, and that's gonna be dicey. So we could run for it, but I think what we see out of the corner of our eye, just around one of the previous one of the bends in the tunnel that just passed us, it's in the opposite direction from where the Varou is coming from, is we see Reese, and Reese has this anger in his eyes. Reese, of course, who was taken from us years ago by the Varou, and he has this look of both anger and mischievousness on his face, and you can see that he starts coming closer towards where the pitfall is, and as the Varou crosses the pitfall, I think Lago starts to move backwards. He gets a sense that he knows what Reese is trying to do. And we're going to play the old childhood game of, somebody goes and stands behind the other person, and then you push them, and then they fall over their back. But, this is with a 300-pound Varou, so it's totally going to work out great to be able to push the Varou back down into the trap and see if it can draw him back down. But if I fail this, it's throwdown time. Okay, and there's no escaping. I have to do this thing. So I'm definitely committing, for sure. Well. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna do this is iron because we're using all our courage and strength. And I think what we do is we take our we take our spear, and we're not even trying to poke him. We're actually using the flat end, and we're trying to lever the spearhead into like a part on the wall, and then use it to drive forward and push the Varou back, and to topple or at least lose his footing over Reese. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So we've got our iron. Here we go. Okay, it's a weak hit. Let's see. Can I actually use momentum this time? No, of course I can't because it's a 10. Okay, so here we go. So I think I'm almost positive I already know what the negative is going to be. We're going to find ourselves in a real bad situation or a problematic situation. Okay, so we were facing danger with aggressive action. Yep, and strength. We rolled our iron. We got a weak hit. And I think what happens here is we knock him backwards. We knock the Varou backwards. It falls into the hole. We'll find out in a second here if it starts to pull him down. But I think we face a new danger, and the new danger is the Varou reaches back over with one of its powerful arms, grabs us by the leg, and starts drawing us down. Has this look on its face, like if I'm going down, you're going down with me. And probably says something in its deep, guttural, terrible language that just frightens us. But we still stay on. So we're gonna suffer a momentum hit for sure. And now we're gonna make a second and final check with our likely. So it's 26 or higher to see if this thing is gonna start to draw it down. And at this point now, that's become a problem. So if it starts to draw it down, no, come on, a D100. So if 26 or higher, which it is, now it starts to draw the Varou. So the snare is set, the trap that we had set with our ward, it's now working as intended the second time around. But now this is a problem because now it's drawing the Varou down, but the Varou has now grabbed us by the legs and it's pulling us down as well. If we fall down a hole, we don't know what's down there. We've never been in that passageway before. So we need to find a way to not fall. To not fall. Okay, so I don't think anything of these are going to help us at this point. I think what we have to do is we have to find a way that we can get this thing off of us. I think this is just a straight up iron check. I think we just have to, we just wedge our staff spear into the wall of the hole, the pitfall. That's in one of the collapse sections of this mine. We wedge our staff into the wall, and we hold on and are trying to just kick this thing in the face and on the hand, and just try to get it off us. I think if we botch this, then we're going for a ride. Let's see.